Okay, we're in first period. We're going to try this live and see what happens. We are going to divide today, and when we divide, I am really talking about the word factor. So we're going to do an X factor today. We are going to do an X factor today. So I want you to draw an X on your whiteboards. And we are calling this the who? X factor. Good job. Now, X meaning, draw the X so you can do the problem. Factor meaning, who remembers what I said factor is going to be? Divide. Good. So let's start off with a problem. We're going to start off with an easy one. X squared. X squared plus 8x plus 12. So write that on your whiteboards. Now, the first rule to using this X factor, we're going to take, I need to first tell you what A, B, and C are represented by in this problem. So this is going to be the A. The coefficient there is A. Who can tell me what number is here? 1. C is going to be 12. Does that make sense? Okay. B is going to be 8. So when I say A and C, or B, or C, and an A, I want you to know what I'm talking about. In the top of this X factor, you will always multiply A and C. So if you want to write a little note to yourself, multiply A and C. So who can tell me what A times C would be? Yes. 12. Good job. Good job, Alexis. Now let's do the bottom of the X. We're always going to write B in the bottom of the X. So let's write 8. I must admit, I'm a little nervous doing this live. Okay, I'm going to calm down and just be me and teach. Okay. Here we go. So the top is 12. The bottom is 8. To figure out what I want on the sides of this X, I have to do a little thinking. I want to know what two numbers will multiply to 12 and add to 8. So, how do we start this off?
2 times 6.
Good job! 2 and 6. I was gonna write it down on the side. Good job, Alexis. Okay, I'm loud. Okay, so let's do this. Start with multiplication. That's how you do it. So start with multiplication. So what gives us 12? Let's write down some examples.
2 times 6.
2 times 6. What else?
4
Start.
times 3.
4 times 3.
12 times 1.
12 times 1. Now let's come over here and write a plus sign between them. And let's see if we can get the numbers we need. Well, we already know that this one is the answer. But let's try the 4 times 3 and then 4 plus 3. 4 times 3 gives us,
12.
that's what we want, right? What is 4 plus 3?
7.
So would that be my answers? No. Everybody understand? Okay. Let's try this one. What is 2 times 1?
12.
What is 2 plus 1? Do you see why these are not my answers? Okay, let's do this one. What is 2 times 6?
12.
2 plus 6.
8.
Now that we see the two numbers we want to use, we're going to write them on the side of the X, both sides, like this. I wrote a plus sign because my 2 is positive. And I wrote a plus sign because my 6 was positive. Okay? Now, are you ready for me to tell you what that means? Or would you like to practice getting this part done first and then move on to the what it means in a moment? Y'all want to wait? Okay. So I will tell you what this means in a moment. So you want to practice some more. So let's do that. You ready?
Yes.
Okay.
You want us to be right, right?
Sure, go ahead and erase your whiteboards. Okay, so I want you to factor this problem. Are you ready? So what are we going to do? Multiply A and C, and what do we get? 12. Okay, now what do we do? Put the negative 1 at the bottom. Good job, Sam, good job. Anybody not understand why we're putting negative 1 at the bottom?
No.
Anybody confused? Anybody lost? Anybody saying stop, go back? Okay, so now, who can find the two numbers that will multiply to 12 and add to negative 1? Anybody just know what the answers are, or do we need to go through the process this time? Okay. Who remembers where I started on the last one?
Multiply. Oh, wait.
I multiplied. So what numbers multiply to 12?
4 times 3.
4 times 3.
6 times 2.
6 times 2.
12 times 1.
12 times 1. Okay? Add.
Oh, subtract. Wait.
Miss Pierce made a mistake. This needs to be minus.
Okay.
Sorry, I just saw it. So fix it.
Now we gotta.
So when we do that, this is a good mistake because something else changes when we make that negative 12. The 12 at the top needs to change to what? Uh-oh, that changes our problems over here, doesn't it? So what needs to happen here?
Negative, make all of them.
Okay, if I make this one negative and that one negative,
No, not 12. I need 1.
good job, just one of them. How many people are confused? Good job. So which one do you want to make negative here?
4.
Okay. Which one do you want to make negative here? And then which one negative here?
12.
Okay, now what?
Now you guys solve. Negative 4 times 3. Oh, wait.
Okay, so you want to go ahead and multiply.
Negative 12.
Okay, you're telling me what to write, so I'm going by what you're telling me. What?
Now find out which one.
Ah, good job, Sam. Now we need to add them. So what do I write here? Negative 4 plus, and then
Negative 6.
plus, okay, and then,
12 plus 1. Negative 12 plus 1.
okay. So now what do we get?
Negative 1.
We get negative 1, we get, and we get
Negative 11.
negative 11. So which two are we looking for?
First 12.
Yeah, we're looking for this one.
So it's
So how do I write it now that we know the answer?
X minus
No.
X minus 12.
X minus 4. So we're going to take this and put an X in front of it. And then take this one and put an X.
Oh, X.
Good job. X plus 3. You want to try another one, or you want me to go back over what we just did?
So
Okay. Everybody understand why is X minus 4 and X plus 3?
yes.
Okay. Now that we did a little bit more practice, let me show you how to finalize this question. You ready?
Yeah.
When I say factor this problem, these two are your factors, but you have to write them in parentheses. So the final answer looks like that. A couple more things I want to tell you. This is a term, and this is a term because they're separated by a minus sign. So I have two terms in this parentheses. What's another word for two? Starts with a B.
No. Oh.
Yours.
Bi.
Lie.
So this is what we call a binomial because it has two terms. Okay, how many terms are in this parentheses?
One.
One here
And one there.
and one there. It's separated by the what? Plus sign. So how many, what do you call this one? A binomial. How many binomials do we have here? How do you know that we have two binomials? In each parentheses, there are how many terms? Two. This is the first term. This is the second term. This is the first term. This is the second term. What is a binomial?
It's a thing that has
What?
two terms.
Good job, Manuel. Two terms
It has to be
makes it a binomial. What makes it a binomial, guys? When you have
Two terms.